Yo, it's your boy 762 back with another one. We got another video, you know what I'm saying? We got top 5 in gaming, you know what I'm saying? Like, comment, subscribe, turn the notification bells on. We got another video. It's coming to Fortnite. That's the title, you know what I'm saying? Like the video, subscribe, and let's go.
Fortnite's Mandalorian update is here, and the Star Wars season is almost over. We have new items and unvaults today, but there is insane crossovers coming soon. Here is everything you need to know. With this week being completely Mandalorian themed, it's no surprise that one of the most famous Mandos has made a cameo. You can now find Westar 34 blaster pistols around the map. They are fully automatic and are designed entirely for those close range.
Nah, they dropped dual pistols on that bag. I ain't gonna lie, I get on Fortnite. No cap. I ain't been on Fortnite because I've been on Marvel Rivals, so I ain't been on Fortnite in like a couple days. So I'm gonna get on after this video. To be honest, so after this video, I'll probably gonna drop a video if I get some good gameplay. But let's finish the video.
Range fights. If you're a Star Wars nerd, you already know exactly who these guns belong to, Jango Fett. He only has 6 minutes of screen time across all of the Star Wars films, and yet he's super important to the lore. Sadly though, he's also been kinda shafted in Fortnite, because these guns don't come with a Jango skin, and it looks like we probably won't get one after all. At least you could try and make your own Jango Fett with the brand new customizable Mandalorian skin. It's one of the headlining features of today's update, and fans have had this super high on their wish list for years at this point. Not only are fans already recreating Din Djarin, but they're realizing this thing is more customizable than basically any collab ever. You can change the skin and their cape, and the wrap even matches the style of both. But that's not all, because the set even includes a vibro dagger and shield from the Mandalorian TV show, and not to mention a whistling bird and 4G mode. Once you've selected your perfect Mando gear, you can pair it up with Jango's blaster and the Mando jetpack. These three combined, it's one of the most fun combos of the season, and you can make it even better once you find the ambient sniper rifle. Instead of the mythic like it was in the past, these are now rare to legendary, so it's much more easier to find them and snipe people from across the map. Here's a tip you need to know. If you go north of Shining Span, you can find a heavy class Mandalorian who will sell you thermal imploders, and they can also be hired as an explosive type NPC that bombs enemies. At the Lake East of Canyon Crossing, the Scout Mando will sell an ambient sniper rifle, and hiring them lets you scan the area while walking around. If you prefer a supply NPC that gives ammo, head north of Magic Meadows, and they also sell the Jango Fett pistols and a Mando jetpack. If you're all about getting someone else to carry your heals for you, then just west of Outlaw Oasis, you'll find the Medic Mandalorian. They only sell Shield Bubble Juniors, but once hired, they will follow you around and splash the entire squad with constant chug splashes. It's really worth it. Surprisingly, today was also the day that veteran players got rewarded. If you own Renegade Raider or Aerial Assault Trooper back in 2017, you'll be pleased to hear that Fortnite finally released the OG styles, and they're of course black and gold. I'm just surprised it took this long though. Speaking of waiting, iOS players probably have the most patience out of anyone, and luckily their 5-year-long struggle has come to an end. That's right, Fortnite is now on iOS again. It was meant to release last week, and then Apple blocked the update out of nowhere, forcing Epic to get a judge to tell them off. Looks like it's been solved, and you can now officially go to the App Store and play Fortnite on your iPhone and iPad for the first. Even more good news for you, one of the most popular horror games of the decade is coming to Fortnite. Mob Entertainment, the creators of Poppy Playtime, sent out a press release claiming that they would soon be making appearances in Minecraft and Fortnite. Now, this could either mean one of two things. They're getting their own official creative maps like SpongeBob did, or we're about to get a full-on crossover like Lethal Company and Among Us. It is very possible that in just a few weeks or months, we'll be running around as Huggy Wuggy with a pump shotgun. But there's even more. Leakers have found text in the files that describes a suspiciously familiar character. Like, as you know, Darth Vader could actually tell what skin you're wearing and reacts to it. But Epic has given him information on a collab that hasn't released yet. So what'll it be? Well, it tells him about an outfit that's wearing a yellow and red suit with a black belt. He has a bald head and no facial features. That means there's a huge chance he's talking about Saitama from One Punch Man. And considering next season is superhero themed, it makes total sense. And did you know that Vader doesn't just react to skin names, he'll also react to anime transformations.
As if brute force alone guarantees victory, Goku. Show me you can control that power. The Force requires more than mere screaming.
And to encourage more people to wipe him out and talk to him, he just got nerfed in today's update. His health has been decreased by 20% when you're fighting him as a boss, so it is easier than ever to get your own AI teammate, for better or worse. Even though Fortnite is finally back on iOS, we all know that Epic still hates Apple, especially after them blocking the update last week. So, in perfect fashion, the super rare Tart Tycoon skin, it's coming back. Previously, you had to earn him from a cut back in 2020 when Epic first started their secret plan to get Fortnite banned. He hasn't returned since, but it turns out the cup is coming back this season, probably just to laugh at Apple for losing their court cases. But this update has revealed so much more than iconic returns. We've already got our first look at a superpower about to release in game. It is literally just called Shove, and from the name, you could kind of guess what it does. Apparently, it'll be a weapon/ability that enables players to shove others away with a light force. Now, the word force there could mean this is related to an upcoming Star Wars item, maybe a Darth Jar Jar force ability or something, or it's probably just referring to how powerful it is. And basically what that means is it's an upcoming superhero item. All we know is that while it's confirmed for creative mode right now, we are still waiting to hear if it'll show up in BR too. Now personally, I think it will, because next season we'll have a ton of superhero abilities that don't use ammo and can be found across the map, whether it's in floor loot or special chests and drops. And speaking of the superhero season, check out this little guy. He just looks like a lizard with a turtleneck, yet he is officially rumored to be a part of the next battle pass, so maybe this is one of the hero's alter egos. We've also received brand new information about the gigantic Disney collab. Part of this will apparently include Disney's racing game Speedstorm. If you haven't heard of it, it's kind of just Mario Kart but with movie characters, and now this game has been tied to UEFN in the files. This could mean we'll get cross-platform items like we already do between Fortnite and Rocket League, so maybe owning Disney cars in one game unlocks them in the item shop in the future. We've already heard plenty of times that Tim Sweeney and Epic want all games to have a shared inventory. He's even gone far enough to say Minecraft and Roblox should have cross-progression with Fortnite, so a Speedstorm integration, it's not a stretch. Now, after today's update, it means that only 2 phases are left before the end of the Star Wars season. We're enjoying the Mandalorians right now, but from this point forward, it's gonna get crazy. Next week on May 29th, 1 person per match will be able to take control of the Star Destroyer's cannons. Yeah, I can already tell this is gonna be extremely busted. But let's be honest, we've all dreamed of having some kind of orbital cannon in Fortnite, and now it is here. It's also been a week since General Grievous released, so if you've been playing a lot, you've likely already unlocked him. But the true detail is in the second style. This one is even further in his past before he was completely robotic, with only his arms replaced. So Fortnite artists took a look at this model and noticed that Epic even modeled his entire face under the Kalish mask. It's a detail you would never even see and is barely even present in Star Wars' own media. But his detail doesn't stop there, because his cyborg variant also has a missable secret. Right under his chest piece, you could spot some of his remaining organs from when he was a living being. So people took his model apart and you could see just how much effort Epic put into making him accurate for something you would barely even see. Like, Fortnite has been going all out with the collab details lately, because we also got Kid. Now, most kids won't recognize this collab, but the car is actually taken out of the classic 1980 series Knight Rider. Not only does it play the sounds when you start up the engine, but the whole interior is also modeled when you never really look inside. Now, you might remember I mentioned that Marshmello was featured in the trailer for the season, pretending to be a stormtrooper, but now he has come out and actually addressed it.
Yes, I did join the dark side. This photo right here, that is a real photo. They have really good health benefits, really good dental. You know, everybody already wears helmets there, so I just kind of, you know, it's just kind of natural to me. Darth, you know, he's become like a father figure to me. It's been really nice, you know, having someone to look up to and also somebody that also wears a helmet. So yeah, you know, I'm just gonna see it through and see how things work out.
And you know how we've been wanting lightsaber pickaxes this whole time. Well, Fortnite heard all that feedback and said, you know what? We'll give you a lightsaber cosmetic. It's just a wrap.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
The saddest part, that one shop section people were holding out hope for, well, it turned out to be Darth Jar Jar. Now let's turn our attention to Fortnite OG, where history is repeating itself in the sky. As we know, the comet is getting closer and closer, and if you go to the TV on the roof of Tilted, just like back in the day, you could hear Morse code. Well, did you know that this translates to "it's happening again" before just mysteriously being cut off? And that's not the only hidden message. In 2018, if you threw the meteor sound into a spectrogram, it showed the Take the L dance. Well, here we are in 2025, and Fortnite secretly changed this. Now decoding the message will show "Savor the W." It's a nice little reference. That is